have the energy still of the Cancer full moon, or the full moon in Cancer that we just had on January 13th, Monday. The energy is still flowing through 3 days before that full moon and 3 days after. So we're still in tune with it. And I just felt like we had to come on. I already have some cards that fell out, so I'm going to get right into it because it's very, very, very interesting. So let's take a little look at this here real quick. Okay, so we have the King of Fire with a lot of glistening lights, and just these three cards alone are giving very much emotional decisions. You've got one king over here who is the King of Fire. He's the King of Passion, creativity, and all of that. And then we've got emotions, you know, kind of balancing these things. There's something ailing this person here, but yet you're a phoenix, you're a dragon, it's like yin and yang. It's like your higher self wants what's best. This low vibrational energy is kind of taking you down at the moment, so there's a lot of confusion. And then we have the King of Earth, and Earth is very grounding, stability. It's more so of the energy you'd probably want more than just a passionate moment. So it looks like there's some kind of decision, whether you want more stability or more creativity in life. Are finances more important, or is your passion more important? So that's kind of what's happening with these cards here. Faith is having faith within whatever decisions that you decide, seeing it for the higher elements, and also with your third eye. She's riding on a turtle, so that could be Turtle Island, aka the world, on this earthly realm. There's a lot of warrior energy here because we've got the maternal instincts of the turtle going with the flow and water energy, but then we've got this lone wolf here and a blue herring, which are very solo creatures. So there's a lot of inner reflections happening at the same time, and kind of standing in your power and remembering, you know, what decisions you're deciding upon, and standing in your faith. Now, the last thing that's wrapping all of these cards up together is this last card here, and it's really a balance of healing and realization. There is a character. Oh no, that's just a little gem. I thought that was a little character there. Um, but her crown chakra is really amped up. There's once again these elements of yin and yang, but what is not seen in the dark can be brought to light. So this is coming full circle. It's like these things are synchronistically working in harmony. So it's almost as if there you need to find this balance of all these energies, as well as, you know, believing in yourself, the good and the bad, because both of these elements kind of make up who you are as a whole together. So kind of holding it together, working for the highest good, and aligning the chakras and energies here. So that is what's happening with these cards. And I do want to do a little bit of a deeper diving look here, because that's just kind of what's coming up off the bat. The King of Earth, he also has some antlers, so there's very much a masculine energy, obviously, with the king. So this could be a mature elder mentor. This could be a father figure. Just could be an older man, or just somebody who is a guiding masculine energy when it comes to this King of Earth. So things that want to be brought in for you, things that want to be taken care of for you. That's kind of the energy that's happening with the King of Earth, and it's very material. It's even physical too. So this could have something to do with health as well. I'm not saying good or bad, but it could be a health energy too. And then with this King of Fire, I mean, it's like really knowing your strengths and your vision, because I mean, he's got a lot of foresight here. He's got the third eye. I mean, they all have third eyes actually, but this one's really open and looks like it's just really, you know, honing in on the strengths of everything. So as we dive in, I want to just look in the book really quick on a couple of these things, especially since I'm at a loss for, I think this is air. I think this is 6 of air, I think. So let's take a look at that, because there could be some additional messages. And the father just came up, which is so crazy. All right, so let's go to King of Fire. So that's 4. So the number 4. So there's a balance. There's a need to realign the balance in your life. Where? King of Fire. Here we go. So when it comes to the King of Fire, some additional words are going to be protective, dauntless, inspirational, vital, powerful, passionate, charismatic, and involved, because we do know that the fire element represents passion and things like that. I'm not going to go into the long drawn out thing, but I do want to give up the key phrases for each card. So ground and focus your passion, be more than ideas person, remain involved from start to finish. So if you're an Aries out there, you know how hard it is for us to finish things, but don't forget, starting things is just as important as finishing them up. Every leader is a part of a team, so delegate, and don't be afraid to delegate. People are capable of doing what you think they cannot. Be dauntless, respect your position by respecting others, show appreciation, and keep your temper in check. So if you have any fire placements in your chart, whether that's your moon, sun, rising, or wherever else in your chart you may have it, that's something to kind of keep in mind with this full moon and Cancer energy that we just had upon us. Now let's go running back to emotions, as we all love to do, and see what those keywords are additionally when it comes to these cards. So let's go back. Oh, it takes us a minute to get there. Alright, where is the emotions at? There it is. Okay. So the keywords for this card here, emotions, is pretty straightforward, I feel, honestly, as we've already seen before. That's emotions, feelings, emotional honesty, positive emotions, negative emotions, acknowledgement, acceptance, and expression. So, like I was saying before, honoring your highest good, but also not being afraid to honor the low vibrational energies too. They are there to remind you of the higher self. And the key phrases, we'll see what really jumps out, is that all emotions are necessary. How are your feelings influencing you? What's making you feel the way that you are? Let's see. Use your feelings to evaluate the situation. Heed the message behind the feeling. Are you a negative or positive person? Do not prejudge the present based on the past. Practice acknowledging your feelings. Fill your day with laughter. That's definitely one I gotta feel more. I think laughter is very healing. As they say, it's the best medicine, but especially if you're feeling rigid and very literal, it's good to just step back and laugh. Step back and detach emotionally. Positive emotions open you to learning. Repressing emotions creates disease. So honor what you feel, all emotions, and a safe outlet to express those, because we don't want to hold on to anything. We want to let it go, let it flow. Address symptoms of repression. So remember to kind of speak your truth and open up the throat chakra when it comes to that. Now we're going to zip on down to Earth. Earth. Here we go. So now we're in Earth, and the King of Earth, let's see what additional meanings he has that I may not have brought up at the time. King of Earth, we're going to take a quick look back at this card as we were just speaking about it. There he is. Get a good look. I don't know how to say that word. Virally? Successful, industrious, devoted, steadfast, authoritative, reliable, and dedicated. So Earth is very stable, reliable, and kind of financially abundant. Then it says, take pride in accomplishments, pay it forward, honor your process. Now is not the time to make any changes. Life is meant to be enjoyed. Free yourself from control. Don't be lazy. And the abuse and misuse of power is what comes up when we're looking at the King of Earth. Now we're going to jump into this other card, because I did have some additional meanings prior to opening up the book to get some keywords for you guys. And now we're going to look at the Faith card. Faith. And so that kind of goes along with everything when it comes to honoring your emotions. It's like, have faith in yourself, have patience, and a little bit of space, because it's okay to feel what y'all feel. All right, emotions we had. Where's faith? Everything you need, everything you want, everything you so desire. I gotta watch it, because here we go. Faith. Okay. So for the Faith card, we have self-belief, confidence, divine connection, trust, serenity, and surrender. So opening up your third eye, your crown chakra, your energies to be able to receive the messages that are in and around you. Faith is beautiful. Self-belief helps you overcome. And self-belief and faith inspire confidence. Doubt breeds mistakes. Cruel words can do lasting harm. Do not give up because of past mistakes. Be kind and supportive. Set yourself believable goals. You matter. You are enough. You are not alone. Do not be unkind because others have been unkind to you, and take delight in compliments. And love is the movement. So always remember to keep love in your heart, especially during these times where it feels like everything is so dark. Humanity is a dark cloud. Remember to keep that love and that faith in your heart, because that at the end of the day is what we need, that human love and compassion. It sometimes feels like it's being drained away by the digital era. And we just need to remember to keep that love and that power strong within our faith and within ourselves, and just to stay steadfast on that path. Now, when it comes to air, it's all about balancing. So there's a number 4. Oh, no, excuse me. I'm backwards. I think it's 6 of air. But still, there is a need for balance. I think that 4 is coming up on purpose. But let me go back to 6. It's like, where is 6? Here we go. Okay. So 6 of air. 6 is a very creative number. It's very balancing. As I was saying, the 3 days before the full moon, 3 days after. So it's funny that we're getting a representation of 6. 6 days, 6 months, 6 years. Those things are coming up when it comes to this card, and it's all about what the thought process is in your mind. So there is very much a conflict of your internal self versus your passions, what you truly want, and speaking those up. Speaking from your emotions. This is all things that we might not be able to be tangible, but it is working through us. And it's funny how there's a mix of elements here. There's no water, so it's not an emotional thing so much to say as a mental emotional thing. Mind over matter, overcoming. So when it comes to 6 of air, right here, solutions, comparisons, compromise, open-mindedness, mindfulness, illumination, an epiphany, and personal power. So I'm loving the messages that these cards are bringing. It is a time of research and investigation. Look at, compare a range of options, weigh the pros and cons, be willing to compromise. Don't let rigidity hamper possible success. A moment of epiphany. Step into your personal power and do not discredit what others offer. So sometimes we might not see as clearly as to what people are bringing to us when it comes to matters of the heart or matters of working or stability, finances, things like this, but you have to stay strong and true within those energies. And it's funny how epiphany keeps coming up, because that even came up yesterday, or actually the day before, on another spiritual matter that I was facing. So it's really interesting that there's going to be a lot of things coming to light, and you're going to have this like epiphany moment, like, whoa, it was there the whole time. It's all coming back. It's all making sense. So with that being said, which I'm getting distracted by something here, presenting you the opportunity to act on mindfulness with mindfulness and awareness. So it's like, you know what's right, you know what's best, but now it's up to you to believe in yourself, believe in your surroundings and the things that are coming about. And I'm thinking that that's pretty much the message. I've been wanting to do some cards for a while, but it seems like right now it fits so much with the Cancer full moon energy that we have just come across, that we're still in the midst of. There's a lot of things when it comes to passion, stability, our emotions are overflowing. Cancer, it does rule emotions, and I think that's why there's no water in this reading right now, because we have enough water element energies from the year of the snake, which is a yin energy. But then we also have a lot of this emotional, internal stuff coming up from the Cancerian crab. So not to be kind of sheltered and unopen with what, our emotions really are speaking to us, what our intuition is saying. Sometimes we also at the same time have to be a little logical, but remember our passions, remember what we're best at, believing in ourselves and our personal power, and then being able to be stable, guided, and persistent with all these cards is really cool. So one more look at this in case you guys are coming late to live. Okay, so here's a beautiful cards that comes up when it comes to this full moon. Now, passions, we've got emotions, like I was saying, we've got the stability of earth, faith, having faith always, sorry about the light glare, and then wrapping it up with our personal power, excuse me, and our personal thought processes. So that is the spread for today. Sorry, it was a little bit on the quicker side. I'm thinking that there's something, I'm just trying to like dive into one more thing because there was something coming up in regards to timing for everything, but it'll all come out in divine timing as always, as they say. So with that being read and said, I hope you guys have an amazing Tuesday, terrific Tuesday, as I like to say. I guess I always love doing these type of readings live on a Tuesday. I'm going to try to be better about this, so hopefully I can get back onto the Mermaid Mondays and do some readings on Monday, but I'm just getting refocused. Typical Aries, always starting some things, and I'm just getting ready to kind of finish them up and follow up with it. So I really appreciate you guys being on here with me. If you would ever like me to pull some cards for you, just let me know. And if you're here now and you want to do a little bit of an interpretation, please let me know in the comments right now. I can go ahead and see what I can do as far as cards are concerned. I'll hang tight for a little bit. Excuse me, the throat chakra. Gotta love it. So we'll pick these up. Oops. Because what an interesting spread. Like, that just made the most sense. It really feels like there's some decisions that have to be made. Whoa. And just a lot of balance, which is interesting. It feels very fitting for this Cancer new moon. It's all about balancing stability material with, with our passions and things like that. And a card just fell out. So let's see what the message of this one is. So 2. Once again, still decisions, okay? It's still very much the root chakra versus the the solar plexus. So that's what's interesting with this, is that it's root versus solar plexus. So it's just, once again, that yin and yang. We're kind of computing in our own minds, computing in ourselves, what do we do here? What kind of things are happening for us forward? And I do want to open up onto this one and see what this card has to say. It's not an air, I think it's a fire card. So let me go to the fire section. Because once again, it's like passions. It's like 2 decisions here, okay? And this just fell out. Power sharing, mentorship, partnerships, equality, teamwork, mutual interest, ambition, and control. So that's kind of wrapping up the other cards that we just had. And it's aligning yourself with another. So who is that kindred spirit? Who is that like-minded soul and visionary that is aligning with you? That's kind of what's happening with this card here. Power sharing situation. 2 heads are better than 1. A time for teamwork and cooperation. Struggle for power. Seek one who will teach much needed skills. So what can you learn from this person that you may be having a conflict with? It seems like maybe you're not aggressively angry with this person, but there is some type of conflict you need to overcome, and you can learn a lot from the person, it seems like. An equal exchange of energy, someone who will help you overcome obstacles. So it seems like we have a really stable, beautiful mentorship type person who's really grounded and really motivated just by the colors of these cards. So if you're around somebody like that, open up your mind, open up your heart, and kind of ask for some kind of vision as well as direction to this person, and give you a sign if this is the right thing. So that's kind of wrapping up another thing, is those deciding factors, who we're working with, and seeing beyond just one set vibe, but opening up to more of a vibe with this person to see how they can mentor you in some way, what you can learn from them. Maybe you're not literally learning from this person. Maybe you're not like, hey, can you teach me this thing? Can you mentor me? Like, it could just be lifing, and you're learning from them in that way. It's like an example kind of thing, and it really gives that example energy. I do have to get going, so that is all for this morning's real quick, just reading vibes. But please let me know down in the comments if you want to see some more. I'm going to try to go on and do lives again on Mondays, since the schedule is a little less chaotic and I've got some free time. So please stay tuned for that. It will probably be around this time, or even 10 a.m. I'm just going to play around with different days and times to see what you guys are liking best when it comes to these live readings. And I'm going to get on here more, I promise. So thank you guys so much. You have a wonderful day. And as always, basils and bubbles. Have a magical, beautiful day. Peace.